Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunda Vihari Kolti Jana Vallabha Giradadari Yasoda Nandana Dvaja Janarandana Yamunati Ravonachari Jaya Radha Madhava Vandalihari Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Jaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Naranam Namaskritya Nang Chaiva Narottamam Deving Saraswatim Dasam Tato Jayam Udirjat Mukha Karoti Vachalam Pangulangayate Giring Yat Kita Tanaham Vande Sri Guru Ninatarinam Paramana Madhava Sri Chaitanya Iswaram Sri Sri Gaurnitai Ki Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Shri Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani Ki Sudarshan Chakra Ki Balaji Jai Venkateshwar Govinda Ki Govinda 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 Srila Prabhupada Ki So today we have some verses from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's difficult for me to read, so I'll have someone else read. Our Vedanta Chaitanya Das, the 10th president of ISKCON Hyderabad, shall do the honor.
Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antyalila, chapter 4, text number 192, 193 and 194. What is written on the board is 192. Diksha kale bhakta kare atma samarpana, sei kale krishna tare kare atma sama. Translation. At the time of initiation, when a devotee fully surrenders unto the service of the Lord, Krishna accepts him to be as good as himself. Text 193. Seideha karetara chidananda maya aprakruta deha tandra charana bhajaya. Translation. When the devotee's body is thus transformed into spiritual existence, the devotee in the transcendental body renders service to the lotus feet of the Lord. Text number 194. Matyo yada tyakta samasta karma niveditatma vichikirshito me tadamruttatvam pratipadyamano mayatma bhuyaya chakalpatavye chakalpate vai. The living entity, translation, the living entity who is subjected to birth and death attains immortality when he gives up all material activities, dedicates his life to the execution of my order, and acts according to my directions. In this way, he becomes fit to enjoy the spiritual bliss derived from exchanging loving mellows with me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 29th chapter, 34th verse. At the time of initiation, a devotee gives up all his material conceptions. Therefore, being in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is situated on the transcendental platform. Thus, having attained knowledge and the spiritual platform, he always engages in the service of the spiritual body of Krishna. When one is freed from material connections in this way, his body immediately becomes spiritual and Krishna accepts his service. However, Krishna does not accept anything from a person with material conception of life. When a devotee no longer has any desire for material sense gratification, in his spiritual identity, he engages in the service of the Lord, for his dormant spiritual consciousness awakens. This awakening of spiritual consciousness makes his body spiritual, and thus he becomes fit to render service to the Lord. Karmis may consider the body of a devotee material, but factually it is not, for a devotee has no conception of material enjoyment. If one thinks that a body of a pure devotee is material, he is an offender, for that is a Vaishnava aparadha. In this connection, one should consult Srila Sanatana Goswami's Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport.
So, on these verses, today the class is simultaneously the Chaitanya Charitamrita Bhagavatam class, plus the class for the initiation.
Today, the class is simultaneously a Bhagavatam class as well as initiation class.
So, these verses tell us how the disciple at the time of initiation is accepted by Krishna.
In this verse, it is mentioned how the disciple at the time of initiation is accepted by Krishna.
He accepts one as a spiritual equal.
He accepts the spirit soul as equal to himself.
This is like the human beings and the animals are not equal.
Human beings and animals are not equal.
So there's a limit to how much of a relationship you can have with an animal, because they're not equal. They're not, you don't communicate.
A human being and animal cannot have relationship because they're not equal.
No, they may have some relationship, but the limit to it is not like human and human.
Because they are of different categories, they cannot have a regular relationship. There can be some relationship.
So most people, they have a very limited relationship with God. Oh God, who art in heaven, give us our daily bread, give us this, give us that, give us this other thing too. By the way, I heard my chanting this.
Most people come to God and they have a limited relationship with God. They ask for, oh my God, please give my daily bread.
They give their shopping list. They give their shopping list.
They give their suffering list.
Shopping. I want this,
shopping
I want
list.
that.
Shopping list. They give their shopping list.
Like in the prayers to a Chandi, there are different the prayers of the Asuras and prayers of the humans, prayers of the Devas. They're different.
For the prayers to Chandi, there are different prayers for asuras, for human beings, and also for demigods, etc.
So human beings, they're asking, Dhanam give me wealth.
Human beings are asking, Dhanam Dehi, means give me wealth.
So like that, give me a house, give me a wealth, give me a fame, give me a this, give me that.
Give me house, give me wealth, give me fame, give me this, give me that, like that human beings ask.
They have all material desires and material conception.
They have all material desires and material conceptions.
Now, when we take initiation, that means we give up our material concept of life.
When we take initiation, we should give up the material conception of life.
We don't think that simply by material enjoyment I'm going to be satisfied.
So we don't think that simply by material enjoyment I will be satisfied.
We think that I'll be satisfied when the Lord is satisfied.
We will think that I will be satisfied when the Lord is satisfied.
While I'm living in this material world, there's suffering and there's enjoyment.
I am living in this material world and suffering.
There's suffering and there's enjoyment. Enjoyment. There's some happiness. Like when you eat food, you feel happy. It's not like, I met one guy, he told me, I ate 17 ice creams, but I was totally detached. I didn't enjoy it all. I just total detachment. I ate 17 ice creams.
When we eat food, we feel happy. So it is not that we totally reject the enjoyment. 17 ice creams.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody took 17 ice creams and said, I am totally now detached.
I took it, detached.
He took it and he said he detached.
You believe it? One, okay, we could maybe, but 17, hard to believe.
If someone says that 17 ice creams he has taken and says detached, it's hard to believe. If somebody takes one, it's okay, one or two, but 17 he takes and says, I am detached.
So, when we take initiation, it means we're going to follow certain rules and regulations.
We are taking initiation means we are agreeing to follow certain rules and regulations.
That we want to do everything in such a way that is pleasing to Krishna.
We want to do everything in the service of Krishna.
Now, when we take prasadam, we feel healthy.
And we'll only take prasadam.
When we take prasadam, we feel healthy.
When we take prasadam, we feel happy.
It's not that it's okay because we're taking prasadam.
It's okay because we take prasadam.
It's okay to be healthy
It's okay to be happy
when we take prasadam.
when we take prasadam.
We don't, be artificial.
We are not artificial.
You see, I ate 108 gulab jamuns in total detachment. I ate 108
I ate 108 gulab jamuns.
detached.
Two detached.
I was detached.
I was detached.
We shouldn't eat 108.
You shouldn't eat 108.
But anyway, if you like, if you like the prasad, it's okay.
Anyway, if you like prasad, it's okay.
But we don't take. We avoid taking non-prasad.
But we avoid taking non-prasad.
Sometimes those who are working outside, they have to take food outside.
Sometimes those who are working outside should take outside.
Then we dyeing the food, we don't get the karma.
Then we
Dyeing the food,
Buy
we
the
do
food.
not get the karma.
we should not get the karma.
We
We'll not
don't. So, but we don't eat a non-veg.
We don't eat non-veg.
We don't eat onion and garlic.
No onion and garlic.
It's very hard when we're traveling by train.
It's very hard when you're traveling by train.
So you learn which food has onions and which food is real onions.
You should,
We learned
you learn
which food is real onions.
which food is free of onions.
So you can take a dosa with chutney. They don't put onions in the chutney,
You can take dosa with chutney. We don't put onions in chutney,
but they put onions in the sambar.
but they put onions in sambar.
This is, so being a devotee means we learn what to take, what not to take,
Devotee means we learn what to take, what not to take.
but we really want to take prasadam.
But we really wanted to take prasadam.
If we have to sometimes emergency take outside food, we say the mantra.
Sometimes in emergency we take outside.
Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, we say 3 times.
Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, we say 3 times.
Before eating the food we purchase from outside.
Before eating the food which is purchased outside.
This means that it's for our maintenance. We require some food.
It's for maintenance, we require some food.
But so we take water, we take medicine, or we take this vegetarian carne food. We say Sri Vishnu 3 times.
We take water, medicine, and vegetarian food. We say Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu, Sri Vishnu 3 times.
So like this, the devotees, because they do everything in a very controlled manner,
Like this, the devotees do everything in a controlled manner.
they start to enjoy a spiritual bliss in relationship to Krishna.
They start to enjoy spiritual bliss in relationship with Krishna.
In this material world, we enjoy the service to Krishna.
In this material world, we are enjoying the service to Krishna.
You see, that's where the devotees get their bliss.
The devotees get their bliss.
In the spiritual world,
In the spiritual world,
we get the bliss from our relationship with Krishna.
we get our bliss with the relationship with Krishna.
Like someone is a parent of Krishna, or someone is a lover of Krishna, or someone is a wife of Krishna.
Someone is a parent of Krishna, wife of Krishna, lover of Krishna.
or someone is a friend of Krishna or servant of Krishna.
Someone is friend of Krishna or servant of Krishna.
So in different ways we get that relationship is more prominent.
In this way, we get the relationship is more prominent.
We may not be chanting japa and doing 108, 16 rounds or something.
Will not do the japa and 108, 16 rounds.
But because we're Krishna's friend, that's the perfection of our life.
Because we are Krishna's friend, that's the perfection of our life.
While in this world, we're chanting our japa, we follow regulated principles,
In this world, we follow japa, we chant japa and we follow regulative principles
and we offer our service to Krishna.
and do our service to Krishna.
Just like some are doing puja,
Just like someone doing puja,
they decorate the deities with garlands, they do the puja.
decorate the deities, garlands and do the puja.
Others, they may be doing, say, book distribution.
Others may be doing book distribution.
They go out and they distribute Srila Prabhupada's books.
They will be distributing Srila Prabhupada books.
So that's their service. They come and all day long they see people on the street.
That is service. All they are in the same people in the streets.
They come to the temple to see the beautiful decorated deities,
In the temple, they see the beautiful decorated deities.
and they feel refreshed.
They feel refreshed.
So this way the pujaris are connected to the preachers.
In this way, the pujaris are connected to the preachers.
Some devotees do Namhat or Bhakti Vriksha,
Some devotees do Namahata, Bhakti Vriksha,
and they are taking care of a group of devotees.
and they are taking care of group of devotees.
They facilitate the meetings.
They facilitate the meetings.
They plan how to attract new people.
They plan how to attract new people.
Some are in the counselors of the council groups.
Someone have counselors and counselor groups.
They guide their devotees.
They train their
And the devotees, they attend these counselors' sessions,
devotees attend their counselor sessions,
or the Bhakti Vriksha sessions.
Bhakti Vriksha sessions.
Like this, so we do different services.
Like this, we do different services.
In the festivals,
In the festivals,
the temple president gives us different
the
services.
temple president gives us different services.
Some are distributing prasadam, some are greeting the people at the door,
Someone distributing prasadam to the people at the door.
some is cleaning,
Someone is cleaning.
someone's distributing books.
Someone is distributing books.
Like there's different services for different people.
Different services for different people.
This is our connection to Krishna, is our service.
This is our connection to Krishna as servants.
So you should all be very grateful if you get service.
We should all be grateful when we get service.
Service is necessary for us to get out of this material world.
Service is necessary for us to get out of this material world.
It's not a burden.
It's not a burden.
It's a joy.
It's a joy.
It's an ecstasy.
It's an ecstasy.
It's bliss.
It's a bliss.
We want to do service.
We don't wanted to do service.
And service to Krishna is eternal.
Service to Krishna is eternal.
So someone who's exchanging this bliss with Krishna, offering him services, and he's accepting. So their body is considered holy.
Someone is exchanging with Krishna, offering their services. Their body is considered to be holy.
It's just like a piece of iron, if it's touched to a magnet, it becomes magnetized.
Just like a piece of iron, when it is touched to fire, it becomes red hot.
If it's touched to a magnet, it becomes magnetized.
If it comes in contact with magnet, it gets magnetized.
So it's able to attract other pieces of steel, just like the magnet did.
So it is able to attract the other pieces of the steel.
So like that, by coming in contact with Krishna, we become spiritualized.
By coming in contact with Krishna, we become spiritualized.
So how many of you want to be spiritualized?
How many of you want to be spiritualized?
Haribo!
Hari Bol.
See, so it's necessary to do seva.
So it is necessary to do seva.
If you think every time I go to the temple, they ask you to do some work. Why do they do this? I want to go and enjoy looking at the sights.
If we think that when I go to temple, they will ask me to do some work, I don't want to do, I want to enjoy.
The real enjoyment is serving.
The real enjoyment is serving.
We should rather come to the present to have some seva for me. I want some seva.
We should rather come into the presence and ask for some service.
Some services are restricted to initiated devotees,
Some services are restricted to initiated devotees,
like serving the deities, cooking for the deities,
serving deities and cooking for deities.
or basic services can be done by non-initiated devotees,
Basic services can be done even by not initiated
like
devotees,
cutting vegetables,
like cutting vegetables,
making garlands,
making garlands,
sweeping the floor,
cleaning the floor,
like that.
like that.
So there are different services that are reserved for only initiated devotees.
So there are different services we give only to initiated devotees.
And there are some services that can be done by initiated and by uninitiated alike.
Some services can be done by initiated and non-initiated devotees.
So when we to worship the deity,
To worship the deity,
we should have a natural faith and a spiritual concept.
we should have natural faith and spiritual concept.
Then Krishna accepts us as a spiritually equal.
That Krishna accepts the spiritual equal.
That it doesn't mean that we have all the qualities of Krishna, but at least we're on the same level of communication.
We have all the qualities of Krishna, but we don't have all the qualifications of Krishna, but at least to understand the
We're on the same level of communication,
same level of communication,
spiritual level.
spiritual level.
That's why when we take initiation, Krishna accepts that we're on the spiritual platform.
So that's why when we take initiations, Krishna accepts that we are on spiritual platform.
And that's why he accepts our service.
So therefore he accepts our service.
So this is done by the via media of the Guru.
This is done through the via media of the Guru.
Without the Guru, there's no initiation.
Without the Guru, there is no initiation.
So initiation is done by the Guru so that the disciple can directly serve the Lord.
Initiation is done by the Guru so that the disciple can directly serve the Lord.
Especially the second initiation allows one to get very close to the Lord.
Especially the second initiation allows one to get very close to the Lord.
You see, we have second initiation, we have the first initiation,
We have the second initiation and the first initiation.
we have the human birth.
You have a human birth.
These are the three births.
They say that there are three births.
These are mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
These are mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam.
The first is our biological birth.
First is the biological birth.
The second is called the Guru Janma.
Second is Guru Janma.
We take the birth from the Guru.
We take the birth from Guru.
And the third is called Yogic Janam.
Third is called Agnik Janma.
That the Guru is giving us the right to learn how to perform yagyas, sacrifices, and to worship the deity.
Guru is giving the right to how to perform the yajnas and deities, worshipping the deities.
the installed deities.
the installed deities.
Now these deities are very important because these were installed by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
These deities are very special. These are installed by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada.
So when we worship these deities, we should be very careful.
When we worship these deities, we should be very careful.
See, there's not many deities which are personally installed by Prabhupada in the world.
Many deities are personally installed by, there are not many deities personally installed by Srila Prabhupada.
I didn't count how many, but there's not so many.
There are not so many.
There's in his will, he especially in his, the Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust, he mentioned Bombay, Vrindavan, Mayapur, and to some extent the Hyderabad.
So in Bhaktivedanta Swami Charity Trust,
No, excuse me, in the Mayapur Vrindavan Trust.
in Mayapur Vrindavan Trust, Prabhupada mentioned Mayapur, Vrindavan, Bombay and Hyderabad.
So I was fortunate to be present when Prabhupada he oversaw the installation of these deities.
I am fortunate to see.
I was fortunate to be present and to
I was
witness.
fortunate to be present to see the installation of these deities.
So I forget what year that was, 70 something, but we were all from all over India. We came. It was a very glorious ceremony.
It is very glorious ceremony.
So now when we take initiation,
When we take initiation,
that means we get closer to the Guru,
that means we get closer to the Guru,
we get closer to the deities,
closer to the deities,
and we're able to offer some services to Krishna.
and we are able to offer some service to Krishna.
So Krishna reciprocates with that service and we feel spiritual bliss.
Krishna reciprocates with that service and will give special bliss.
So at the same time, we have to be more careful not to commit offenses.
At the same time, we have to be very careful not to commit the offenses.
So there's some testing periods.
So there is some testing periods.
It says that the Guru should test the disciple 1 to 3 years.
It is said that the Guru has to test the disciple 1 or 2 years.
1 to 3 years.
1 to 3 years.
So normally this testing is done by initially by the local president.
Normally the testing is done by the local president
Initially.
initially.
And then when one takes Guru Ashray,
When one takes Guru Ashray,
then the Guru and the president both test the disciple.
then the Guru and the president both test the disciple.
So one has to get the recommendation of some local president.
One has to get the recommendation of the local president.
Today we have candidates not only from Hyderabad but also from Medchal and from Warangal.
Today we have the candidates not only from Hyderabad, from Medchal and Warangal,
I know, and some maybe from Middle East.
and some from Middle East.
So like this, there's different candidates.
So they are different candidates.
So this system of testing, we do it to the local presidents,
The system of testing is done through the local presidents,
and then gurus may have their own system.
Guru will have their own system.
They may have.
They may have.
I have a checklist,
I have the checklist system.
so that I want the disciples to complete the checklist,
I want the disciples to complete the checklist.
and that ensures to me that they know how to practice the basics of Krishna consciousness.
It shows me that how they know that how to practice basics of Krishna consciousness.
There's certain prayers, certain how to offer prasad, how to put on tilak, all these things should be known.
How to offer prayers, how to offer prasad. These things should be known.
Putting on tilak.
Putting the tilak.
This system is initiation is called Purascharya.
The system of initiation is called Purascharya.
It's a system of purification.
The system of purification.
So, in some institutions, they give the Harinam like a pre-initiation.
Some institutions they give Harinam as pre-initiation.
And they give all the Puracharya elements in the second initiation.
And they give all the Purascharya in second initiation.
But in ISKCON, we give a part of the Puracharya vidhis in the first initiation and part in the second.
But in ISKCON, we give the part of Purascharya in first initiation and part of Purascharya in second initiation.
So, in the first initiation, there's 5 elements.
In first initiation, there are 5 elements.
One gets a spiritual name.
One gets the spiritual name.
One takes vows.
One take vows.
One gets a neck beads.
One gets the neck beads.
One gets the japa.
One gets the japa.
And one surrenders.
One surrender.
They surrender to the Guru.
One surrenders to the Guru.
So this is the Guru Janma.
This is the Guru Janma.
In the second initiation.
In the second initiation.
They get the first initiation. They get the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mantra.
In first initiation, they get Hare Krishna mantra.
This is a public mantra. It's not a secret.
In second initiation, the mantra is secret.
But they're specifically take some commitment to chant every day 16 rounds.
Specifically, they take commitment to chant every day 16 rounds.
So, and to follow a sattvic system.
And have to follow the sattvic system.
Eating, of living.
Eating and living.
And according to their ashram.
According to the ashram.
Either unmarried or they're married or they're retired.
Married or unmarried or retired.
Or renounced.
Or renounced.
There's different rules.
There are different rules.
For each of these statuses.
For each of these statuses.
So, like that the married people, they are allowed to associate husband and wife together.
Like that, the married people can associate with the husband and wife.
For the unmarried, they're not supposed to associate intimately with the opposite sex.
For the unmarried, they should not. They're not allowed to associate intimately with the opposite sex.
This is the traditional.
This is the traditional.
I was reading in the newspaper on the 15th of August.
I was reading the newsletter of 15th of August.
So now we're liberated.
Now we
are liberated.
We are liberated.
Especially in the bedroom.
Especially in
the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
We can have a relation with anyone else's wife, anyone unmarried, anyone. We're liberated. This is advancement.
We can have a relationship with anybody, any wife or anything. We are liberated.
This is not our idea of liberation.
This is not the idea of liberation.
This is the Western contamination.
This is the Western culmination.
We want to develop our relationship with Krishna.
We want to develop the relationship with Krishna.
So to do that, being married as a devotee is okay.
To do that, to be as a devotee is okay.
To be married.
So to marry a devotee is okay.
But we can be in any ashram, but we need to follow the rules of that ashram.
We may be in any ashram, but we need to follow the rules and regulations of that ashram.
And so, Lord Chaitanya, he was very kind to the grihastas. He had named the ladies.
Lord Chaitanya is very kind to the grahasthas.
He would name their ladies.
He was giving their vidhis.
Like he was, but to the like Junior Haridas, he was a brahmachari. He looked lustily after some woman. He was rejected by Lord Chaitanya.
So Chota Haridas, he was brahmachari. He looked at lustily at a woman and he was rejected by Lord Chaitanya.
So, according to one's nature, they should take the position where they're strongest to fight against Maya.
According to the nature, one has to take the position where they can fight strongly with Maya.
So, Maya, this is mentioned in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
Maya, this is mentioned in the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam,
where Gajendra is fighting with the crocodile.
where the
Gajendra is the king of the elephants, is fighting with the crocodile.
Gajendra was fighting with the crocodile.
They are in the water.
Crocodile is in the water.
Both were in the water.
Both were in water.
So as a result, the crocodile is getting some advantage because he's the animal of the water.
As a result, the crocodile was having some advantage because it is the animal of the water.
So the elephant, after some time, they cannot stay long time in the water. A little time, but not long time.
And the elephant cannot stay for the long time in the water.
So because the elephant was staying in the water, he was gradually getting weaker.
Because the elephant was staying in the water, it was gradually getting weaker.
But the alligator, the crocodile was getting stronger.
But the alligator, crocodile is getting stronger.
So like this, Prabhupada said that for one person, they may be stronger as a sannyasi. Like here, one sannyasi had just come.
One Prabhupada said that one person may be strong as a sannyasi.
Or one may be stronger in the grihastha ashram.
So one may be stronger as grahastha ashram.
According to our nature.
According to our nature.
So we take we take the ashram according to our nature to serve Krishna and to fight against Maya.
We take the ashram according to our nature to serve Krishna and fight against Maya.
Not that's the real reason.
That's the real religion.
In this way, today, some people are offering themselves to Krishna.
In this way, today some people are offering themselves to Krishna.
In the form of accepting vows of initiation.
In the form of accepting the vows of initiation.
This is what we call Atma Nivedanam.
This is what is called Atma Nivedanam.
Offering oneself to the Lord.
Offering oneself to the Lord.
This is the system. At the time of initiation, one should be surrendered to Krishna through the Guru Parampara.
This is a system. At the time of initiation, one should surrender to Krishna through Guru Parampara.
That's why we hold, usually initiations are held before the deities. One can directly surrender to Krishna.
So that's why we hold initiation before the deities, that they directly surrender to Krishna.
But because we're not so advanced that we're able to hear Krishna,
That because you're not so advanced, you're not able to hear directly from Krishna.
so we hear through the Guru.
So we have to hear through Guru.
And the Guru is representing Krishna.
And Guru is representing Krishna.
So he's a servant of Krishna, but he's the representative of Krishna.
He's servant of Krishna, but he's representative of Krishna.
So Krishna speaks through him to the disciple.
Krishna speaks through him, through the disciplic succession.
So there's a lot to discuss on these topics.
So there's a lot to discuss on this topic.
But we should not talk too long.
But we should not talk too long.
We have those who are chant 16 rounds and follow the 4 principles, more or less. I mean, they follow. They are able to take shelter of the Guru.
So at least we have those who have chant 16 rounds and follow 4 great principles to some extent. They have chance to take shelter of Guru.
And this is like the preliminary period where they are tested. They test themselves, they test the Guru tests them, the President tests them. Is putting themselves on the candidature that in the future, in the near future, I want to take initiation.
So this is like testing the disciple tests the Guru tests the disciple in this period of after taking shelter, and the temple president also tests the disciple.
The Guru Ashraya, Guru shelter is like a dress rehearsal. It's like a trial. We do everything like an initiated disciple, but we're not taking any vows yet. If you want, we can change.
So it is like testing period when we take shelter of Guru. It's just like the initiated devotee, but we don't take the vows. Later, if you want, we can change.
So you may find that the Guru is shouting at you, or he's too heavy, or something.
You can test the Guru is heavy or something.
Or maybe he doesn't answer the questions according to Shastra.
Or maybe he doesn't answer the questions according to Shastra.
So the disciple has a right to ask the question of the Guru, especially if someone who's under shelter.
So the disciple has the right to ask the questions to Guru, the one who is under the shelter.
At the same time, the Guru sees whether this disciple can follow instructions or not.
Then at the same time, the Guru sees whether the disciple can follow these instructions or not.
I had a situation where someone was following all the principles, but they were in the Middle East, but their job was such that they had to deal with some non-veg things.
So I had a situation where I have a disciple where they follow all the rules and regulations, but because of the situation, they have to deal with non-vegetarians.
So I wouldn't give them initiation.
I won't give him initiation.
They themselves only ate vegetarian food, but they were cold storage or something they were dealing. So I said, you get a new job, you don't have to deal with meat, we'll give you initiation.
So they are eating vegetarian, but they deal with this non-vegetarian, and also they chant japa and then they don't take initiation.
So like this, some cases are unusual, some are very straightforward.
Some cases are straightforward, some cases are
unusual. See. Now, in 1992, the GBC started on other status.
So in 1992, the GBC set the standards.
They started another status.
They started another status.
That's called the aspirant of the Guru.
That is called the aspiring of the devotees.
Someone who is aspiring to take shelter and diksha in the future.
So those who are aspiring to take shelter and diksha in future.
At this time they decided, I want this person as my Guru. At this time I want this person as my Guru. So maybe they chant 1 round or 4 rounds. Maybe they don't follow all the regular principles, but they're allowed to aspire.
They may chant 1 round or 4 rounds, but they not follow all the rules of the regulative principles, but they can aspire.
Maybe they chant 16 rounds, but they drink tea.
If they chant 16 rounds, but they take tea.
Well, somehow they're not fully qualified for shelter yet.
Somehow they are not fully qualified for shelter.
So they can aspire.
So they can aspire.
And this means that they can start to develop a relationship with the Guru, and the Guru can develop a relationship with the aspiring disciple.
This means that they start to develop relationship with Guru, and Guru is also developing relationship with the aspiring disciple.
This is for the kids of devotees.
These are the kids of the devotees.
Sometimes during their studies they don't chant 16 rounds.
Sometimes they're due to studies, they don't chant 16 rounds.
This is for the congregational members.
As for the congregational members,
Usually everyone staying in the temple chants 16 rounds, but anyway, it's especially for those two categories, for anybody else. It's especially for the congregational members and for the children of the devotees.
it is especially for the congregational members that they have the children of the devotees
And the children,
and the children of the devotees.
although it can be used by anyone, but these are who it applies to most.
These are the most two points.
It can be applied to anyone,
They can be applied to
but
anyone.
these are the two categories that it applies to most.
These are the two categories that apply to be more.
Okay, here. So we have this aspiring, shelter, then first initiation, and then second initiation.
That means aspiring, shelter, first initiation, second initiation.
These are the systems that are approved in ISKCON.
These are the systems that are put in this ISKCON.
One has one Diksha Guru,
One has one Diksha Guru,
well, you can have many Siksha Gurus.
but can have many Siksha Gurus.
Sometimes one sees the temple president as a Siksha Guru,
Sometimes one sees the temple president as Siksha Guru,
or he sees another Guru as a Siksha Guru.
or sees other Guru as Siksha Guru.
So, sometimes there's who is it, Krishnadas Kaviraj. He said he has one Diksha Guru and 6 Siksha Gurus.
Krishnadas Kaviraj has said that he has one Diksha Guru and 6 Siksha Gurus.
Lord Nityananda Prabhu is his Diksha Guru, and the 6 Goswamis are his Siksha Gurus.
So Lord Nityananda Prabhu was his Diksha Guru, and all 6 Goswamis are his Siksha Gurus.
Harido,
Haribo,
Harido,
Haribo,
Harido,
Haribo,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
So, I've been in Hyderabad for 2 weeks,
So I have been in Hyderabad for 2 weeks.
and yesterday my therapy was supposed to finish,
So yesterday the therapy was supposed to finish,
but the therapist extended for 1 week.
but the therapist extended 1 week.
I'm a tough patient.
I'm in tough place.
I'm a tough patient.
I'm a tough patient.
Also, I said I need to take more rest.
Also they said that I need to take more rest.
I'm doing a full day of physiotherapy and this therapies plus preaching plus, so they said it's too much. I need to take a little more rest.
I'm full day doing all the therapies, preaching, and so there is no rest.
So I need to take more rest, they said.
So they said I need to take more rest.
8-9 hours a day.
8-9 hours a day.
And then, see, I'm used to taking 6 hours,
Usually I'm taking 6 hours.
but maybe at this time 7, but there's no one, you have to take 9.
They said you have to take 9.
So, and in the hospital they said at 10.
In hospital they said it is 10.
So anyway, I'm here for 1 more week, you have to tolerate me.
I'm here for 1 more week. Haribo!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare.